Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Calm with Carlyn, yoga and meditation for your everyday life. Today we have a wake up morning yoga flow. So this is a perfect way to get the body moving really quick, short in the morning. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel, like, comment, it really helps me. And give me a follow on Instagram at Calm with Carlyn for daily yoga and meditation. You don't need any props for class, and we're gonna get started in a comfortable seated position. I'll see you there. So for the purpose of some of the stretches we're going to be doing, it makes the most sense to come into a cross-legged seated position. Even if that's not the most comfortable for you, we're going to be moving around a little bit, so hopefully that will distract you from the actual pose. But come to your cross-legged seat, stack your head over your heart over your pelvis, rest the hands on the thighs, and take a moment just to breathe. Breathing naturally. Noticing the length of the inhales and the exhales. Notice where your breath is moving in the body. And bring a sense of awareness to the breath. Filling up the belly, the chest, and the lungs. All 360 degrees of the body as you breathe in. And letting the breath go slowly out the mouth as you exhale. Before we begin to move, let's start class with one cleansing breath together. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Pause at the top. Let the breath fill the body. See if you can sip in just a little bit more air. And then exhale. Let everything go. Blink the eyes open if you had them closed. Inhale, reach the fingertips up to the sky. Exhale, take a side body stretch to the right. As the right palm comes down to the ground and you lift the left fingertips up and over the head, really keep that left hip grounded down to keep that nice long stretch in the left side body. Take one more inhale here. And then exhale, take it to the other side. Left hand comes down, right arm comes up and over the head, and the right hip stays grounded, keeping that lengthening in the right side body. And then take an inhale, reach back up. Both fingertips reach up to the sky, root down through the sits bones, relax the shoulders, reach the fingertips up. Take an inhale to lengthen the spine. And on your exhale, take a twist to the right. The right fingertips come behind you, and the left hand comes to the outer right knee or thigh. You can take your gaze back past your right shoulder if that feels okay. Think about with every inhale lengthening the spine, and with every exhale twisting just a little bit deeper. Take your last breath here. Stay for your exhale. And then reach the right fingertips up to the sky, come back through center, keep the left hand where it is, and then cross the right arm over on top of the left and grab for that opposite outside knee or thigh. Bend the knees, tuck the chin to the chest, and just gently fold forward. It doesn't have to be a lot. Just letting that upper spine curve, feeling a stretch in the upper back and the back of the neck. One more breath here. And we're going to continue to keep our left hand where it is, reach the right arm back up to the sky, and then take that left foot out to the top left corner of the mat and lean over towards that left. But instead of reaching down and stretching for the foot, see if you can try and reach beyond the foot. Imagine you could touch whatever wall or space is back behind that left foot. You'll feel a nice stretch, hopefully, in the right side body and the lower back. Take one more breath here. And when you're ready, gently make your way back through center. And we'll cross the legs again. This time it might be helpful if you have your right leg just slightly in front of the left. It will be easier for that little kick out. That will do. So take an inhale, lift the fingertips up to the sky. And then exhale, twist to the left. Bring that right hand to the outer left knee or thigh. Again, the gaze can come past the left shoulder, but if that's not comfortable, just keep it neutral. Inhaling to lengthen the spine and exhaling to twist just a little bit deeper through the torso. Take one more breath here. Stay where you are. Exhale. And then inhale, come back through center. Keep the right hand where it is and lift the left arm up to the sky. And then cross that left arm over the right, grab onto the opposite knee, bend the elbows, tuck the chin to the chest, and we fold forward once more, spreading the shoulder blades apart, stretching that upper back and the back of the neck. And then when you're ready, slowly lift up. Again, keeping that right hand on the left knee, reach the left arm up, kick that right foot out to the top right corner of the mat, and take a side body stretch over towards the right side. So again, don't crunch over and reach for the right foot. Imagine if you could reach beyond the right foot. Holding here, letting go in the lower back. One more full inhale and exhale. And then we gently make our way back through center, and we'll take it over to a tabletop position, stacking the wrists underneath the shoulders and the knees underneath the hips. Let's find 3 rounds of cat-cow. On the inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. And on the exhale, tuck the chin, round through the spine. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, tuck the chin, round through the spine. One more here. Drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, tuck the chin, round through the spine, and come back to a neutral tabletop position. And from here, we're going to take the right leg long behind us as if we were coming into a high plank. Keep the right toes planted and just start to rock back and forth. And as you come forward, the shoulders will come past the wrists and you'll feel the wrist stretch. And as you come back, that right heel will reach behind. Stretch. Couple more rocks back and forth here. And then we'll start to transition, come back to center, keep the leg out long, stack the shoulders over the wrists. We're going to pivot on that left knee so that the left shin comes parallel to the top edge of the spin that right foot down, reaching the right fingertips up to the sky. So we're in a modified side plank here. Really press the ground away from you, reaching up out of that left side body. And then when you're ready, come on to the left fingertips. Give yourself a little bit more height and really pressing into the pinky edge side of that right foot. See if you can use the strength of your core to come up, bring the arms to a T. And then from here, we'll bring the arms out in front of us and start to walk them forward, sending the hips back towards the left heel, finding a nice stretch for the inner thigh. The more you walk your shoulders out in front of you, I haven't got a lot of space to do that right now, but the more you do, you'll feel this stretch in your shoulders as well. We'll be here for 3, for 2. Last one here. And then when you're ready, slowly come back through center, and we'll take it back to that tabletop position. And we'll take the left leg out this time, rocking back and forth. Feel that stretch in the wrists and in the left calf as well. And then when you're ready, come back through center, pivot on that right knee so that the right shin is parallel to the right top corner of the mat, and then lift the left fingertips up to the sky. Press the ground away from you in your modified side plank. And then from here, we'll give ourselves a little bit more height. Come on to the right fingertips. Press that left pinky edge side of the foot down and use your core to bring the arms up to a T. Maybe you widen your stance here, take the hands down and walk them forward as you sink the hips back towards that right heel in this modified puppy pose, stretching out the left inner thigh and the shoulders. I've got a little bit more space. Hands away from the crown of the head. We're here for 3, for 2. Last one here. And then slowly walk the hands back through center. We'll take it back to our tabletop position and then walk the hands forward, spreading the fingertips nice and wide, tucking the toes and lifting the hips up to the sky for your downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet, bending one leg at a time, straightening the opposite leg. Whatever feels comfortable. Whatever feels right, whatever movement your body needs to get your day started. And then when you're ready, we'll move into a twist. So we'll take the feet forward about a foot and bring them out to the edges of the mat so our stance is nice and wide. Now keeping the right hand grounded, lift the left beneath the body, grab onto your right ankle, shin or thigh, and try and twist that upper body underneath the right armpit. Using that grip of the hand on the right leg, wherever it is, bringing the face underneath the right armpit, holding for 3, for 2. On 1, come back through side, planting the left hand, reaching the right arm around, grabbing for that left ankle, shin or thigh, and pulling the body underneath that left armpit. Feel a nice stretch in the back of the left leg for 3, for 2. On 1, come back through center, walk yourself back out to your traditional downward facing dog, and use an inhale to lift the right leg up to the sky. Exhale, step the right foot in between the hands. Drop the back knee, walk the hands back and start to straighten through that right leg and start to point and flex through the right toes. As you point the toes towards the ground, you'll feel the top of the right shin stretched out. As you flex the toes towards your face, you'll feel the back of the right leg, the hamstring stretching out. Do that a couple more times. And then flex the toes towards the face. Inhale, look up halfway, gaze past the foot. And exhale, slowly start to hinge and fold forward. It doesn't have to be deep, especially if you are taking this class early. Slow, move in whatever way your body feels good. Take one more breath here. And when you're ready, start to crawl the hands forward, bend back into that right knee, keeping the left knee down. Plant the left arm and reach the right fingertips up to the sky. You can stay here in this twist, or if you want to add a quad stretch, you can kick the left foot to the seat, reaching that right arm behind you and grabbing for the left foot, holding for 3, for 2. On 1, come back to your lunge position and then plant the hands and step back to your down. Take that on the other side. Inhale, the left leg lifts up to the sky. Exhale, step the left foot in between the hands. Drop the back knee, walk the fingertips back and straighten through that left leg. Again, feel that pointing and flexing of the toes. Feel how that transfers the stretch to different parts of the leg. And then eventually we'll find the foot in that flexed position, flexing the toes towards the face, to look up halfway, and exhaling to fold down over the left leg. Last breath here. And then as you're ready, start to crawl the hands back, forward, bending into that left knee, grounding the right knee, pressing the right hand down and reaching the left fingertips up to the sky. Now stay here, or maybe you take that right foot in towards the seat and you grab onto the right foot with the left hand, wherever you are, holding for 3, for 2, on 1, slowly make your way back to your lunge position and then into your downward facing dog one more time. And from your downward facing dog, we'll just transition to a child's pose, dropping the knees, spreading them wide, bringing the big toes to touch, and sinking the hips back to the heels. Notice the effects of this early morning movement on your body, on your breath. When you're ready, keep this child's pose leg going on and keeping the knees wide and the big toes to touch. Come up to a tabletop position, wrists underneath shoulders. Take an inhale, lift the right arm up to the sky. And on an exhale, thread that right arm down to the right shoulder, the right ear, pulling that left hip back and maybe walking the left fingertips forward. We'll hold here, breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start to walk the left hand back underneath the left shoulder, press down into the left palm and reach the right fingertips back up to the sky. And then bring it back down, and we'll take that to the other side. Right hand plants, left fingertips reach up to the sky. Inhale here. Exhale, thread the left arm underneath the right, bringing the left shoulder down, pulling the right hip back, and walking the right fingertips forward. Holding and breathing here for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Walk the right hand back into center underneath the shoulder. Press into the right palm and reach the left fingertips back up to the sky. And then come back through center and find a comfortable seated position. It can be a cross-legged seat at the beginning of class. If something else feels more comfortable, feel free to go there. And then just rest the hands on the thighs once more, and we'll end class with 3 deep breaths together. Take an inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale. I hope this class was a lovely start to your morning. Thank you all so much for practicing with me. I bow in gratitude with Namaste.